Just in, Princess Leonor's secret relationship shocks the royal family crown heartbreak. In the glittering world of royalty, appearances are everything. Every smile is measured. Every step is watched. Every word, carefully chosen. But what happens when the perfect royal image begins to crack? When love defies tradition, and secrecy becomes survival? Spain never saw this coming. Princess Leonor, the young heir to the throne, has been keeping a secret. A secret that could shake the foundations of her royal future. It began quietly, as most royal scandals do, behind closed doors, in the rare spaces where cameras couldn't reach. Leonor, known for her grace, her discipline, her sense of duty, seemed untouchable. The perfect modern princess, elegant, educated, and emotionally poised. But in the midst of her royal obligations, something unexpected happened. She fell in love, and not with someone her parents or her country might have chosen. This wasn't a relationship planned by protocol or palace approval. This was something real, raw, human, and utterly forbidden. For months, whispers circled among palace insiders. Late-night calls, private letters, subtle glances at official events that seemed to linger just a moment too long. At first, it seemed impossible. The crown princess of Spain, secretly in a relationship. Impossible. But then came the photo. A single, grainy image leaked online, a figure resembling Leonor walking through the quiet streets of Copenhagen. Beside her, a familiar silhouette. A young man, tall, unmistakably royal himself. Prince Christian of Denmark. That one image changed everything. The world erupted with speculation. Was this the quiet beginning of a royal alliance? Or something deeper, a love hidden from the world out of fear and duty? As news spread, the Spanish palace remained silent. No denials, no confirmations, just silence. And in that silence, the truth seemed louder than ever. Friends close to the princess describe her as thoughtful and mature beyond her years. But behind that composure, they say, she's been torn, between love and destiny, between what she wants and what the crown demands. Because for Leonor, every decision is more than personal. It's political. One wrong move could alter her entire future. Imagine the pressure, being only 19, preparing to lead a nation, and yet having to hide your heart. Insiders reveal that Leonor's relationship wasn't meant to be discovered. Their moments together were rare and precious, secret meetings during study breaks, coded messages through mutual friends, shared playlists, and quiet dinners far from the public eye. But love, no matter how hidden, leaves traces. And those traces eventually led to discovery. When the Spanish royal family learned of Leonor's growing closeness to Prince Christian, reactions inside Zarzuela Palace were said to be mixed. Queen Letizia, known for her strong maternal instincts, was reportedly protective, worried that Leonor's image, her focus, and her future could be jeopardized by the media frenzy. King Felipe, ever the diplomat, understood the emotional weight but reminded his daughter of the responsibilities she carries as Spain's future monarch. For Leonor, it became a battle between heart and heritage. Those close to her say she's never been one for rebellion. But love has a way of making even the most disciplined hearts defy expectation. What began as friendship between two young royals, formed during joint European royal events and private family gatherings, slowly deepened into something undeniable. At first, it seemed innocent. Shared laughter at official dinners. Warm exchanges during state visits. But soon, even journalists began to notice. The way their eyes met. The subtle familiarity. And when they were seen together at a private concert in Madrid, speculation exploded. Spain's media called it, La Relación Secreta del Año, the secret relationship of the year. And while royal watchers were captivated by the story, the palace grew uneasy. Tradition dictates that every royal relationship must be vetted, approved, and aligned with national interest. But this was not part of the plan. Rumors say that private meetings between the Spanish and Danish royal households took place quietly, away from the cameras, to discuss what would come next. Would they approve a union between two of Europe's most prominent heirs? Or would they separate them before things went too far? And then came the emotional twist, reports that Leonor, faced with growing pressure, wrote a heartfelt letter to her parents, pleading for understanding. A letter in which she expressed how genuine her feelings were, how she never intended for this to cause scandal, but how she could no longer pretend to be untouched by love. Insiders describe that letter as one of the most emotional moments inside the royal household, a reminder that even princesses bleed, hope, and dream. Yet the palace's decision was firm: focus on duty, not romance. For now. And so, Leonor stepped back. She threw herself into her military training, her studies, her royal engagements, smiling for the cameras while her heart quietly fractured. Those close to her say she became more reflective, more serious, more guarded. The sparkle in her eyes dimmed, just slightly. But was it truly the end? Sources in Copenhagen hint otherwise. Despite the distance, the connection between the two young royals reportedly never fully faded. Occasional meetings during European royal gatherings reignited the rumors. Subtle exchanges at formal events, the kind only the most observant could notice, kept the world guessing. Could this be the beginning of a royal love story rewritten in secret? Or the quiet heartbreak of two young heirs torn apart by duty? For the Spanish public, the story sparked a deeper question: what does it mean to be royal in the modern age? Should love still be dictated by lineage and politics? Or should the future queen be allowed to choose her heart freely, just like any other woman? The debate rages on. Older generations demand tradition. Younger Spaniards see Leonor as a symbol of change, a princess who could modernize the monarchy by following her heart instead of a script written by centuries of protocol. And through it all, Leonor remains silent, graceful, composed, every public appearance meticulously perfect. But those who've seen her up close describe something new in her: a quiet strength. A maturity born not from privilege, but from pain. Behind the royal facade lies a young woman learning the hardest truth of all: that love in the palace can be the most beautiful, and the most dangerous, secret to keep. Was Leonor's secret relationship truly over? Or is it still unfolding, just away from the public eye? One thing is certain: whatever happens next will shape not just her life, but the very image of the Spanish monarchy for generations to come. Because when the future queen falls in love, the world watches. And this time, it's not just a royal story. It's a human one. And maybe that's what makes it so powerful.